This is 30 pounds, and this is my goal to lose over 100 days. This is how I did it and why I did it. I'm running a business, I'm a husband, I have 4 children, and I want to be great at all those things. I'm active in church, I'm active in sporting activities, and I also coach. So how can I do this? I realized that I had to get more disciplined by waking up before 6 a.m. each day, and my goal is to lose 30 pounds. How did I do this? I focused on nutrition, activity, and accountability. You cannot outwork bad nutrition. This was really true for me. So it took me about 4 to 5 weeks before I even lost any weight. And the main thing is because my nutrition was all out of whack. I didn't really understand or apply myself to really actually understand what it is. So a big change for me was I actually understood what protein is and how many grams to do each day. And then also understand, like we all know that in order to lose weight, you need to have a caloric deficit. So that just means you need to burn more calories than you intake. And I learned that 3,500 calories equals a pound. So I had to be at a 3,500 caloric deficit to actually lose a pound. I got a lot of help, my nutritional plan from Tariq White. He was really helpful in teaching me how to plan my nutrition. So the next thing I learned about is view each week as a totality of calories eaten and calories, calories consumed and calories to burn. So that really helped me have a big vision on, hey, if I just do this and I track, that will be a big thing. I actually got in, figured out, like, what am I actually eating, how many grams. The app I used for this to track was Fat Secret. So you can take a photo of what you eat and then they actually break it down, or you can just manually input it. So the last thing I really doubled down on was intermittent fasting. That just means time-restricted eating, so that really helped me be disciplined. So with intermittent fasting, I started with 16 hours without eating anything. You can drink water and have coffee, black coffee, but 16 hours. And then I worked my way over toward the end of it, where I could do 24 hours, I could do 30 hours, and that was really good. I started getting momentum. And so the big thing about what I tried to do with this journey to 30 was I got stacks on stacks on stacks of better habits. So I started identifying what my worst habit was, and I just got better as we went through. Activity was a huge part. I started out focused on 10,000 steps a day. I was so out of shape I couldn't run like I used to, so I simply made it a goal to do 10,000 steps a day. From there, I built more habits. I got onto the elliptical machine and started getting better at that. I moved to running, but the thing that was a wild card for me I didn't realize is that I was so out of shape that when I started running, I started getting middle-aged man injuries. So my calves were all tight. I was afraid I was going to rupture my Achilles tendon. So I needed to make adjustments. I did not want to do this, but I realized that I needed help. And I hit a wall, and I needed some help. So what I did was I signed up doing 3 classes a week at Lifetime Fitness. And during those fitness classes, I did what was called Warrior Sculpt. And Warrior Sculpt was phenomenal. I realized the reason why I was in shape in my youth was because I played team sports. And I needed a team to have sustained success keeping weight off. So the first thing I accomplished was I started waking up closer to 4:30 each morning. And that was one of my goals, because I realized with having 4 kids, wife, running a business, I just didn't have time. The only time I would have is before 8 a.m. So that was a big goal of mine in my journey to 30 is to figure out a way to wake up early. So by having group activity in the morning that I signed up for, that helped me be more accountable. Another thing that really helped me was I had big ambitious plans. And so when I first started, I signed up for the mud run over at Wildwood Hills. And that was awesome. So I signed up early, making it a goal to work towards that. It's super rewarding, but also helps you stay accountable as well. So during Warrior Sculpt, it was a lot of calisthenics workout, push-ups, things like that, and that really helped build muscle. So I learned how important weight training was, because when you weight train, you may not feel as accomplished as you do when you run, but you burn calories through the whole day by lifting weights, and there's so many health benefits for that. So I really learned and bought into weight training. I'm not jacked by any means, but I got a lot stronger, and that really helped me transform and to burn more calories, thus helping me in the journey for 30. To recap, I spent over 2 years of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. It took me over 2 years to get started on my journey for 30. The first thing I did was I goal set it, so I wanted to get this done in 100 days. The second thing I did is I created a plan, and that plan was, it wasn't perfect, but a nutritional plan and a workout plan. You need to be flexible when you create a plan because you need to make adjustments. I had injuries during this time. I realized that I was eating wrong and I had to change up my workout. But since I had a goal in place, that really helped me stay on the path. The third thing that I underestimated, but I think was very crucial, is I signed up with Tariq White and he helped me with my nutrition. Every week he would call me and he told me accountable. Some weeks I was terrible, some weeks I was flawless, but he kept me on track. Those simple accountability calls are really important because subconsciously, when you know those calls are going to come, you can kind of put down that donut or put down that pop, and that kind of helps you. You have someone that's going to be accountable. The next thing that was really important for me is just having group fitness classes. There's no shame in being in a group fitness class. Circling back with accountability, just need to be accountable to yourself. So I documented a lot, so I do my weigh-ins. And I also had a food nutritional journal that I would share with Tariq each week that was really important. Now the next thing I have to do is keep it off. So that's one reason why I'm sharing this journey is that I want to keep it off for the foreseeable future. Because the older I get, it's going to be harder to lose weight, but it's never too late. I was surprised that I was able to do it because for several weeks I felt like I was making no progress. Then all of a sudden, it all kind of rolled together with that. So I'd really encourage you, if you are thinking about doing it, let me know. If you want to do a half marathon and things like that, you let me know and I'll train with you, maybe do a weekly run. This has been really impactful for me. It's helped me be sharper in my head a little bit, in my brain. It's helped me be more disciplined, which means I can have more meaningful relationships. It's carved out more time to do things I think are really important. I'm just really thankful I was able to get through this. It's very rewarding, it's very challenging, but you can do it.